Hey Capricorn, welcome back. So Capricorn, this is going to be your mid-September reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person that you may be connecting with. It's the you versus them. Keep in mind that the person you might be connecting with can be anyone in your life. It's not always about intimate partners, but for a lot of you it will be. But it can also be family, friends, co-workers, you name it. Keep an open mind. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Also, keep in mind that the reading can be interchangeable, meaning you can resonate with either side, although I'm going to try and focus one and the other. All right. So overall shared energy between you and the person you're connecting with is Leo energy. That could be in your birth chart. You could be connecting with one, and or it just means that the shared energy is about this very expressive, creative, loving vibe. Okay. Maybe feeling a little bit more playful than usual during this time. It's about working on your confidence, getting a little bit more extroverted, being proud of who you are, and kind of placing some trust that once you align all of those things, that what you want will naturally be drawn into you. So I really like that for you, Capricorn. Your overall energy is the King of Cups. So in this deck, it talks about commitments. To me, this energy is a very spiritual, very ethereal, very emotionally mature energy. So you may be behaving like this or being called to take the more emotionally mature approach, okay? And do some self-love therapy during this time frame. I think that will be very helpful for you, okay? So let's see the person that you are dealing with. What is their overall energy here, Capricorn? So they have the Tower over here, which talks about enlightenment in this deck. Scorpion energy for some of you. But this person has a lot of things going on in their life during this time frame, you know, that may feel very faulty, or faulty foundations crumbling during this time frame. I feel like this could be some unexpected things happening, or things that are kind of out of this person's control, or this person might be feeling on an internal level unstable or out of control. And just keep in mind, what we feel emotionally, if we dwell there long enough, we will manifest that into our external reality. So if this person's kind of an emotional mess or unstable, then they may also be experiencing things that they feel are out of their control. But what I do like about the Tower energy is that it always leads to new beginnings. And so sometimes this energy comes in to show us where we could do better, and where we need to reestablish ourselves. So it's not always terrible. It's definitely going to give this person, or has given this person, enlightenment, more clarity, more awareness of who and what they are. So let's go into the recent past energy. And Capricorn, all your cards already have come out, so I'm going to go into the recent past, and then we're going to go into perception, how you genuinely feel, hopes, and then the future energy. So Capricorn, recent past is the Four of Wands, the Ace of Swords, the Two of Wands. So this is, celebrating your newfound clarity, newfound peace of mind, future planning, maybe very focused on friendships or your social circle or your home. For some of you, finding peace of mind with not just who you are, but the people that surround you. And this gives you the momentum forward, the push forward to start really future planning about where you want to go next. So it's like, now that I know what I know, and now that I know who I am, and I have this clarity, now what? Now that I no longer have to think about the past, I'm no longer dwelling on even what is, I have all of this forward future thinking, and that's where life gets fun, right? When we clear out the clutter, and then we can start thinking about what we want to create next, as opposed to what was already created. That's when, that's where our true power lies. And some of you are really getting in tune with this concept, with this idea, or having some sort of clarity during this time frame that allows you to look to the future and get more creative, okay? So let's see this person's energy over here and where they are coming from, okay? Recent past energy. Ooh. All right, Four of Cups. Yeah. That's what I was feeling earlier. Six of Cups. Oh, gosh. This person, see, they haven't done that clearing out yet. Or at least in the recent past leading up to this, they were kind of stuck, you know, thinking about the past, dwelling on the past, dwelling on what didn't work. Spilled milk is what I heard. Things they can't change. Things that are out of control. Ace of Cups came out in the reverse. Not feeling that self-love, lacking that connection with who they really are and what's possible for them, only seeing what was and not what is, you know. And no wonder the Tower came in for this person, or will be, because we can't stay in that vibration for very long before your soul is going to want to intervene, because your soul's always going to want to pull you into joy, to pull you into happiness. So this person's, you know, inadvertently brought the Tower in by focusing too much on the negative and the past and things that are out of their control. But universe is going to intervene here, and or has already intervened for some of them, to wake them up to something, to a new idea about self. So this should be interesting to see how this pans out. Now we're going to go into perception, Capricorn. The Moon, the Knight of Swords, the Two of Pentacles. Woo! I saw a card flip and then it went back in the deck. The Knight of Cups. So in your perception of how you think about this connection, or what, you know, what goes across your mind when you think about this connection, you have the Moon, the Knight of Swords, Two of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Now keep in mind, your perception is your truth, but that may not be this person's truth, but we'll start there, okay? So, you know, you run from emotion, or they run from emotion. It's this sense of back and forth. Do I open up? Do I run away? Do I open up? Do I not? I feel like, you know, someone kind of wants to evade or run back to something. You may see this person as someone who evades or constantly runs back to their past when they feel they can't handle it. And then when they get on the other side of that coin, they may then be this like knight in shining armor, or woman in shining armor. You know, or just have this very soft and playful energy. But it's like, there's a big difference between the depth of this person and the light of this person, if that makes any sense. Okay, or at least that's how you see them. You know that this person is deep. You know that emotionally their waters, their emotions run deep, right? But you also know that they don't really care to discuss those types of things, or it gets evaded a lot. So it kind of puts you of two minds maybe about whether you want to open up at times, because like attracts like. You know, if someone is not being completely open with us, we are more than likely not being completely open with ourselves. And because our relationship with ourselves is how we feel, and that's what we emanate, and then that's how people treat us. So this could be also Capricorn, on the other side of that, you kind of being of two minds about whether you would open up, or you know, you feeling a lot of emotion, but, you know, wanting to be more playful in the energy. I feel like you don't want to get stuck too far deep into this, because you have this clarity here, this newfound clarity, I feel. And so, you know, you're kind of maybe of two minds whether you want to be pulled back into something that feels overwhelming versus stay in this lighter, more playful energy. Okay, so you see them doing that, but it's also somewhat of a reflection of what you're doing. So let's see this person's, how they're perceiving you, Capricorn, their perception of Capricorn. Five of Swords, the Magician. So this person, again, here's this evading. Somebody evades the truth or evades confronting things that they really need to confront. And as I said, evade the truth, the Ace of Swords. And I can't really tell whose side that's coming from, all right? But it's here, so you're going to know if it's you or them. So then we have the Five of Swords, the Magician, the Ace of Swords, the Knight of Cups, the Empress, and the Nine of Swords, and how they perceive this connection, what they think about this connection, okay? So I feel this person, you know, they feel kind of called out at times, but yet wanting to manifest the truth, you know? It's almost like this person is 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That's what I felt, like feeling a lot of emotion, and then they kind of flip the switch on you a lot, I feel, and or they may be feeling like, I don't know, stuck in their head, or you're stuck in your head. I get the sense that this person has trouble listening to their own intuition, all right? And they just need to go with the flow a little bit more. But universe really isn't going to give them that choice, I feel, or the Tower is here for a reason. So there's enlightenment coming. This person is getting the truth, you know, and it may be about their responsibility for what they're creating in their own life. You know, if they don't want to feel attacked, then they can't go on attack mode. Not saying that they are, but maybe they have in the past, or, you know, if they don't want the past to repeat, then they can't keep putting their mindset there, right? So I think this person is learning some truths, and they may be learning it through this connection with you, Capricorn. But it's almost like, yeah, they're learning their confidence. They are. They see that in you, actually. They see you growing in your confidence. And in a way, it kind of stresses them out because they feel that they are lacking or not as far along as you, or like, well, what is Capricorn doing that they're so assured and I'm over here, you know, in the trenches. So in a way, it makes them, it forces them to think about themselves, but then it almost makes them go into the negative thoughts, which is not your problem. It's something that they need to work on with their own self and self-security and confidence. And that is what they're learning. And they are coming to some realizations during this time frame here. So let's go into genuine emotion. Capricorn, how do you genuinely feel? So underneath perception, underneath ego, how do you genuinely feel in the ethereal? Okay. Wow. Oh gosh, this is so nice. 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. Then you have like, okay, I can't read all of those. I just wanted one more. Hold on. Man. Sorry. I only want one. One more. Don't mind my dog. I can't help it. You know, it's weird that that card popped out earlier. I put it back. It came out again. It's the 5 of Cups. So that's an interesting mix, because here you have all of this positive energy here, Capricorn. On an emotional level, you are in this very creative, cooperative mode, you know, working on your relationship with yourself. The most important relationship you have on this earth is the relationship of you and you. Yeah, your physical you and your energetic version of you that is always connected to you, your soul, source, etc. I feel you are connecting with that emotionally, just feeling better. And this is how you're connecting with it, just feeling better, just feeling better about yourself, knowing that you are never alone, that all the cooperative components that you want are here for you, and staying committed to that clarity, staying committed to that peace of mind. So it's going to be really important to keep yourself in this emotional well-being, or that's where you naturally are going to be drawn towards during this time frame. But see, then there's a little bit of a stain here, if I may. So over that is the 5 of Cups. So be careful not to start dwelling again on things that you have no control over, things that are lost, things that are, you might inadvertently own some of this person's emotions. Yeah. You know, if you're dealing with somebody that's going through some pretty rough things, it may suck you in, you know. And I'm not saying don't have empathy. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying don't have compassion, but I'm saying it's not your job to own someone else's emotion, and you can't even if you wanted to. So you can empathize without opening up your energy and lowering your vibration. Yeah, it takes a lot of emotional control, but that was something I saw that you were learning or being encouraged to take the approach of, which is emotional maturity. So what is this person's genuine emotions underneath the surface? Genuine emotions. Temperance. Okay. Queen of Wands. This person may surprise themselves, you know. Santa Marita. Five of Cups. That's what I said. That's what I said. See, they have the Five of Cups over here in their emotional energy, and what popped into yours that I felt stained your emotional energy, so to speak, Five of Cups. But here's the good news. So I feel like this person emotionally is working on this, okay? Because Temperance is all about emotional balance, emotionally balancing our moods, if I can get it out. They're kind of surprising themselves. They're really surprised at their own progress, as though it's been taking forever, it seems. But emotionally, they've been praying. They really have been. They have been trying to reconnect. They have been searching for a miracle, I feel, emotionally. But yet at the same time, they have planted some seeds of intention, you know, and this person is kind of going through a revamp of emotions, and they are having a bit of a hard time letting go of bad habits, or it's hard to teach an old dog new tricks, so to speak, because here's that Five of Cups, this loss that they were experiencing in the past, still kind of coming in with them, still sitting in the back of their mind or their heart, you know. But at the same time, I think this person's surprising themselves with how far they've come despite all of that. You know, and bravo for your cross watcher. Seriously. You know. Because it's not easy to walk away from that kind of energy, you know. So this person is making progress, and they're surprising themselves along the way. But they still have their moments, you know, because it is a long process. And so do you, Capricorn. So don't pretend that you don't. You're just a little bit more clear than this person. So if they are coming to you, Capricorn, for a shoulder, so to speak, it is okay to give them that empathy, but don't join them in the trenches, okay? Keep your peace of mind. You know, the best advice comes from people who are emotionally well, you know. So be that voice, be that for yourself as well. So let's see, hopes. Yeah, the Emperor, you the boss, Capricorn. Or that's what you're desiring, you know, you want to be the boss on top, you know, be one step ahead. This is wise energy. This is someone who knows who they are, and I feel like that's what you're striving for, desiring for, okay? This person wants a new beginning. Yes, the Fool. They kind of don't have a choice. They're, you know, things are crumbling down or have crumbled down in the past because it was time for a new beginning, and this person wasn't letting go. They weren't letting go. They weren't letting go. They weren't opening up, you know, and so they kind of got a shockwave, so to speak. And then this person ended up shocking themselves with the fact of how they were able to jump back up on that horse, or they'll be discovering that about themselves over these next few weeks, maybe even going into October. So let's see future energies. Now, keep in mind, Capricorn, all of the future energies can be changed with free will. All right. So I'm just giving you a snapshot of what it currently looks like, but you're in the driver's seat of your life, no one else. So 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, 7 of Pentacles, and the Knight of Wands. So just like with your emotions, now where you dwell emotionally is what you can bet your next experience is going to be based off of. It cannot be any other way. That's how law of attraction works. That's how this universe works. When you think it, you feel it, it occurs, or you attract a cooperative component to that. Why do I say that? Because look at all this very light, beautiful energy, and you have the 9 of Swords here as a stain. Remember how I said your emotions were? Let's think about this. All this beautiful emotional energy, reconnecting. Then what was over that? The stain of the 5 of Cups. So if that's your caution. Now you are in control of this. Do not get sucked into someone else's issues. Or do not get sucked into some things that you emotionally still have lingering there. I'm not saying don't, yes, just don't go back there, Capricorn. You don't need to go back there. You've already gotten the clarity that what's done is done. What's done is done. It is done. Nothing to think about now. Only think about the future. That's how I want you to approach it this month, because it's showing up and it's showing up and it's showing up. And it's going into the future energy. So more important than ever to think about it. Because here is the really good news. 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. This is feeling good about yourself. This is having everything you want and more. A good foundation. Something to build on. Something to be proud of. Investing time and energy into yourself. Family may be very important for you during this time frame. But things are coming to fruition here, and it's got you feeling good. It's got you feeling light. It's got you feeling creative, and this is wonderful energy. So why would you stress? Because some of you are stressing about something from the past reoccurring, but it can only reoccur if you allow it. Or you're letting this person's emotional journey bleed into yours and stress you out. But, you know, it only can affect you if you allow it. So you can maintain your emotional control and understand that you are in charge of your universe. This person is in charge of theirs. And they can't affect you like that unless you want them to. You know? So let's see what their most likely future outcome is. I thought I saw a card flip. There it is. The Chariot. The 5 of Pentacles. I don't know why I have this song in my head, and if you're gonna tell them anything, tell them I'm a good kisser. Don't mind my terrible singing. Tell them I'm a good kisser. It's Good Kisser is the name of the song. It's just as intimate. Maybe they're a good kisser. Or you are. I don't know. But the song lyric is, if you're going to tell them anything, tell them I'm a good kisser. I don't know. Okay. Holy cow. What's going on over here? Yes, it's this person. That's what the 5 of Cups and 9 of Swords is up over here. So this person is the Chariot, 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Swords, 5 of Wands. 8 of Swords is in the reverse, as is the 5 of Wands, so that's good. You know, this person in the future energy, they're making progress, yes. But see, this inability to let the past go, if they continue to dwell in that emotion, it's going to throw them upside down again. They're going to start feeling like they're on the outs, that they're alone, that, you know, their thoughts are not valuable. They're going to go into negative thinking, and they might go into avoidance mode, or they might suppress anger, which when we suppress very strong emotions, especially if it's frustration or anger, it'll build and it'll build and it'll build until it erupts like a volcano and or the Tower. So this person needs to be very cognizant of the fact that they are in charge of what their future energy is going to be. And listen, they surprised themselves because they were able to handle something that they previously were unaware that they could handle. And then they feel that enlightenment for a moment, and then they go back to the problem for whatever reason. But, you know, it doesn't have to be that way. They can make progress in a different way. It's just, you know, they kind of got to get out of their own way. Stop expecting it. Put it to rest. Yes, that's their advice, the Four of Swords. It's time to put this to rest. This negative thought, this fear thinking is not serving them. They need to put it to rest, or they may be putting it to rest during this time frame because they're getting tired of it. And also because the Tower is coming in. So the Tower is going to create change. Point blank period. It's going to create change. Ready or not, there's that change, you know, and it's going to push this person into forward momentum. Now, where that forward momentum goes from that point is up to them. How do they feel? What are they thinking about? What are they giving focus to? You know what? Not your problem, Capricorn. Not your problem. It's not for you to figure that out for this person. It's for you to figure yourself out and not let this bleed into your energy over the next few weeks, because you have that clarity. All right. So, you know, like I said, I'm not saying be cruel. I'm not telling anyone to cut someone off or anything like that. I'm not telling you what to do physically. I'm telling you spiritually and emotionally, you can give understanding and still have your boundaries. Okay. So, interesting reading, Capricorn. I'm so happy for you to see this clarity here. You deserve it. So, yes, let me tell you what zodiac signs you might be dealing with. Leo energy, Scorpio energy, Aries energy, Leo again, Piscean energy, Aries energy, could be Sagittarius, Taurus, Leo. Lots of fire here. Taurus again. Cancer. Yes. Those are the predominant zodiac signs. Aquarian for some of you. So, but it could be any zodiac sign because it's a general reading. Just take it as it resonates. And if it did resonate, please do give me a like, share, and subscribe. Also, please check me out on my other social media platforms. I am on Facebook. I am on Instagram, Tarot Time with Dana. Also linked down in the description box below. In addition, it's linked in my About section of my YouTube. If you would like to find me there, I do go live chats. I do live chats there. Also, don't forget to check out my merchandise and my sister's online boutique where you can find this outfit and this jewelry. Until next time, my friends, wishing you the best either way. Namaste.